Hello, and it is the 4th of December, so it is the 4th Christmas story, and today it is Disney Pixar's A Bug's Life, Flik's Christmas Invention, which was published by Autumn Publishing. When Dot tells Flik she's worried about the busy Christmas period, he puts on his thinking cap to create the best invention yet. However, he soon lands himself in trouble, and he has to find a way to save the day. Let's get into it. It was almost Christmas, and all the ants were busier than ever. Not only did they have to store food for the long winter, but on their days off they tried to finish their Christmas preparations, wrap all the gifts, and arrange foods for the Yuletide feast. "You'll never get it all done," Princess Dot complained to Flik. "We all work too hard at Christmas," said Flik, "and rush too much. There must be a way to make it easier." Princess Dot smiled. She always brought her problems to Flik, knowing that he would take them to heart. And now he had become the official inventor, she felt sure that he would come up with one of his whiz-bang solutions. Sure enough, on Christmas Eve, Flik came to her, grinning cheek to cheek. "I've done it!" he cried. "Look here!" He towed behind him a large machine made of hooks and rollers and wheels and spools sticking out every which way. The contraption made no sense to Dot, but she managed to say, "How nice!" And at that moment, Queen Atta appeared. She looked aghast at the machine. "And now what?" "It's my new work-saving wrapping machine," said Flik proudly. "Why should we save work?" asked Atta. "We already have more than enough to go around." "But this machine will take the trouble and effort out of Christmas," said Flik. "I don't know, Flik," said Atta. "It seems that's what Christmas means, making an extra effort to please those we love. Show me an easy Christmas and I'll show you someone who doesn't care." Flik could not conceal his disappointment. Talk about effort. He'd spent days working on his Christmas machine. "Never mind," said Dot. "When she sees that thingamajig in action, Atta will change her tune." "You believe in me, don't you?" asked Flik. "That my work can make a difference in our world?" "Let's get started," said Dot. "I have a pile of gifts to wrap." Word about the wrapping machine spread quickly, and by dinner time the ants, laden with their packages, were lined up to use the invention. Flik took each box and placed it carefully on the conveyor belt. When all were loaded, Flik said, "Stand back now." He pulled the start levers, twig levers moved, the bark conveyor belt hummed, leaf paper rattled, bright petals unfurled, spool of grass whirled. The group stared in awe. "Splendid, sensational, stupendous!" Flik's heart raced as he cranked the machine. In a few minutes' time, everyone in the colony would be ready for Christmas, and all because of him. Then the conveyor belt jammed. The packages piled up. The wrapping paper roller came down with a thud. Clunk, crackle, crash. "Help! Our gift! There goes Christmas!" cried the ants. Flik could say nothing but, "I'm sorry," as he slunk away. Dot tried to comfort him. "You were only trying to help." "Maybe Atta was right," said Flik. "I was trying to make Christmas too easy. Maybe we need to show some effort for those we care about." "It's not too late," said Dot. "I have an idea." And in whispers they made a plan. That evening a curtain was drawn across the great hall. From behind it came the sounds of a great hustle and bustle. "What's going on in there?" said Atta. "No peeking," cried Dot. On Christmas morning all was peaceful. Then a loud knock at the door. Flik opened it wide. "Merry Christmas!" In filed the ants' old friends, the circus bugs. Francis the ladybird, Rosie the spider, Dim the beetle, Heimlich, who is the most beautiful butterfly, Slim the stick insect, Manny the mantis, and Gypsy the moth. Pillbugs, Tuck and Roll brought up the rear. "Welcome," said Flik, pulling back the curtain. "Our feast is ready." A beautiful decked table ran the length of the hall, covered with every kind of treat, from honeycombs to cranberries, At the very end of the room, an evergreen branch flickered brightly. Atta whooshed into the room. "What a fantastic feast! How did you pull this together?" "It wasn't easy," said Dot. "It was hard work," Flik admitted, "but work is fun when you're doing it for friends." "Flik, my friend," Atta smiled, "I think you've helped me understand more about the true meaning of Christmas." Then ants and bugs feasted and sang and danced until the moon had risen and set. And that is the story of Disney's Pixar, Flik's Christmas Invention. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for the next story. Like, share, subscribe and support the channel however you can. And I will see you real soon.